Hello, guys. Saw me this meeting is being live streamed, so I'm like, okay. Let me turn that down so you guys don't get the feedback from the microphone. All right, let's see. Why am I not seeing a chat yet? I love it when it doesn't work the way it's supposed to, don't you guys? There we go. At least I can see it over here. Hello, hello, hello. I am just going to be on live for a few minutes today. I'm waiting on Home Depot to call me back. They were supposed to deliver and install my dishwasher today. And the guy walked in the house, opened up the cabinet, went, "Oh, we're going to have a plumber," and turned around and walked out the door. I don't know what we need a plumber for, but okay. um, so I'm just like, that's too funny. Hey, Patty, how are you today? Not much, not much. Just doing a little quick catch up. I had promised a video for today, didn't get it done because I think I've run every day this week, not necessarily out of the house, but I have been on the phone or on the computer trying to get stuff done. Um, as you guys know, hubby went back to work outside the home. And so I'm trying to get caught up on all those things you can't do when your husband's at home. I've got a yard guy working on my yard. We've been going back and forth about some stuff because I want him to save some of my trees that are out there, and he would prefer to take them down. Oh, I appreciate the hug, Patty. Thank you very much. Working and lurking, I understand how that goes. Colleen's doing the same thing right now. She's running crazy. And so is Lori. Lori's running all those errands you can't do, except certain times of the year. Everything comes due at once for us because my birthday was this week. So we've got the car tags due. We've got insurance for the house was due. The company that we used to use has left Florida because we live in a mobile home. And so we've scrambled all week to get that all taken care of. Finally got it all done. So I'm like, yes, thank you so much that one's done. And it didn't cost us an arm and a leg or our firstborn child, because then we'd have had to make a debate. Do we send Wayne's firstborn child or mine? So, oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I had to actually get the calculator. Does anybody else do this? Do you have to get the calculator out to figure out how old you are? My sister messaged me, it's like, are you 58 or 59? And I'm like, I don't know. So I'm on the calculator. I'm like, I'm only 57. Why are you trying to rush me towards the grave, girl? But there's 8 years between me and her, 4 years between me and my brother, and her and my brother. He's the middle child, Prince Stephen. Um, she should have named him Prince because my mom was just all over her boy. So she loved him to pieces. She loved all of us, but I'm pretty sure Stephen was her favorite. So, and we'll just let it stand like that. I don't care. Um, he's an all right guy. So there you go, right? But anyway, so my sister's trying to figure out how old I am, and I'm trying to figure out how old I am. And I'm just like, does it matter when it comes right down to it? I guess it matters, when you die or something, but for day-to-day living, it doesn't really. Um, let's see. I'm finally over all the COVID stuff. I've got my voice back. I'm little, after I talk for a while, I get a little grumbly, but for the most part, I'm okay. And I am working on my jelly roll quilt. I've got a good portion of it done. This is all sewn, and I've been putting up shorts about it, so you may have seen it in the shorts. I have one more portion to do, but after I got this first part done, I thought that is actually big enough to make a small quilt for somebody. Yeah, 29 forever. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to quilt this one up just so I have it done. And then I'm going to do the other one on the serger. But I have somewhere around here, my list is floating around of all the things I've got to get done this week. And that's as long as my arm. 29 forever. Yeah, I could do that. I don't know if anybody believed I was 29, but I'll sure tell them that. At my 21st birthday party, I laughed at my mom because she was walking around telling people she was 21. And we took my mom out one time. I don't know, I think it was my 30th birthday. And we got my mom up dancing on the tables in the bar we went to, which was super fun. I've got a few pictures from that. I think one of my aunt has some pictures. So that's always a fun one to roll out whenever we have family reunions and stuff. And she was, she had a good time. That's what you're supposed to do with life, right? But I am 57, I'll admit it. And officially, I'm older than either one of my parents. One was 54 and one was 56 when they passed. But all of my grandparents lived well into their 80s. So I may have a couple of years left in me yet. So we'll depend on that. Tracy, how are you today? Maybe I'm not completely over the cough. I'm just going to cough because it just got real cold in here, which I'm thankful for because it was awfully warm in here a minute ago. And I have been working on, this is a quilt I've been working on. And after, you guys tell me what you think. I mean, this is a charm pack of fabrics that I bought. I don't even know. It's from So Yeah, so it's been more than a year ago. And this is the fabric I thought I would use around it. And after I got it on there, I'm not loving it. What do you guys think? I stopped because I think I'm going to take all of that off of there, all this like border fabric, and I think I'm going to change it out. And what I'm going to change it out for, I think, I haven't absolutely made up my mind, but I'm thinking maybe the peacock fabric would go better with that charm pack and maybe look better with it. What do you guys think? This is a quilt for me, so it's not a terrible thing, if I do leave the teal on there, but I just kind of thought the peacock fabric might be fun. What do you guys think? Leave me your opinions in the chat, in the comments below. If you're not in chat and you're seeing this on replay. But that's a side project. That's not one of the ones that I'm, working on for anything specific. I've got some stuff I'm working on with Sylvia that I've got to get done. So tell me what you think about that. I have some other colors here that I could work in. But most of those colors are in the Stonehenge fabric line. And I'm kind of saving that for something else that I've got going on. I've decided that it would be nice to have all those coordinating fabrics in one particular quilt that I'm going to do. You think the peacock would be better too? Yeah, that was my exact thought, Tracy, was that it looked out of place with that white. It was just not popping for me. And I think that the original pattern was Tiffany's. She did like a 2 hour long video. I think. I'm not 100% on that. Or the original version of it that I saw. And then I kind of looked at it and thought, yeah, I like that. I like that. And then I saw a picture on somebody's Facebook page of it done in the blues and stuff. And I was like, yes, that I really like. So I took that picture and I've been putting together my own pattern using that picture. And so I've got it all drawn out and everything. And I'll share what I wrote once I'm all done. But I think that Tiffany did it a couple of years ago, maybe. I know I watched it. She did it with a yellow background. I didn't want the yellow background, but I really liked the blues and the cream that the person whose picture I saw had done. And I'll have to look to see who that picture was from because I don't remember at all. Yeah, I think the peacock will be better too. And you may have noticed I've got the gloves on or the glove. I've just got it on my right hand for now. My hands and feet. I went to town yesterday. I took myself to KFC for lunch because I was like, oh, that sounds really good. And I always forget when I go to KFC that everything they make has about 3 tons of salt in it. So by the time I came home, my poor little feet looked like parade balloons. You know how they like have all those little parts that are, or a balloon animal? They were just all puffy. And I had my feet up most of yesterday while I was on the phone and dealing with everything that's been going on. And then this morning I got up and my hands are just like, you know, my right one is the worst, but my hands are just huge. Hey, Sylvia, how are you today? I just said something about you. What were your ears burning? I was talking about I've got some stuff I got to get done for you today and get sent over to you along with the other stuff that I've got going on. But guys, let me tell you something. Sylvia and I are working on a project together for later in the year. And all the stuff that we came up with, I told her, I said, I'm not good at thumbnails because I'm not. I stink at thumbnails. It's not videos and shorts I get, but thumbnails just don't seem to come very naturally to me. But I was like, okay, I'll have to sit down and try to figure this out. Sylvia created not only a thumbnail, but a short for this project and did an amazing job on it with like no experience. And I am so thankful that she did because it means that I can turn my attention to something else. Because having that thumbnail on my brain, you know how some things just really weigh you down, even when you're, doing great at something or whatever. That thumbnail was like a brick sitting there going, I have to do a thumbnail. I have to do a thumbnail. And then Sylvia sent it to me this morning. So she read my mind and lifted a huge weight off my shoulders. Yeah, I'm sorry you're sick, Tracy. I hope that you can find I hope that you get over it quickly. But you don't have COVID. You just have like a regular flu, right? I hope. That's what I've got my fingers crossed for anyway. So I just figured literally that I would come on today, do a quick catch up with you guys and let you know that yes, I'm alive. I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot of sewing today. So everything I'm going to, because of hello. But I have the admin stuff that I need to do and send out. I need to do all that stuff. And I've got some paperwork I've got to fill out for YouTube. Apparently, I have to do some new stuff as far as the AdSense things go because of how they did what they did to shorts recently. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll go in and do it. Lori, is she here? I haven't seen her. Oh, Sylvia's put those links in. Thank you, Sylvia. I appreciate it. Sylvia, have you broken 870? I know she was at 869 when I looked this morning, but I also watched her short that she put up and I thought it was really good. So I don't know if she's gotten a couple of subscribers from that since I looked or not. And Colleen is now officially over 1,200. She's taken a little break from YouTube because of family stuff that's going on, but I still want to give her a shout out and some encouragement. She will be back eventually. She's just trying to get schedules worked out, or that's the plan right now. Um, I hope, I hope she's my buddy. I want her back on YouTube, but I'm not trying to put any pressure on him. 869 still. Come on, guys. Give Sylvia some love. She deserves it. She just whopping them links in. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Sylvia's gotten really good at the link thing here lately. So yes, thank you. And what am I going to do today? Oh, serger. If I can get my hands to cooperate to do the serger, they won't do the sewing machine, but they might let me work on the serger because it doesn't require as much dexterity. So I may try to work on the serger today. Yes, we have this. Don't you have the same birthday as me, or is it the same birthday as Tracy, Patty? I know Kathleen Champ has the same birthday. May not be the same year. She may be younger than I am, but I know she has the same day. And then I have 2 nephews now, and one of my girlfriends had her son on my birthday. So he's like 25 or something. But I remember back when it happened, it was just really cool. Well, we'll get you over that 870 mark soon. Over 1,000 is what I'm looking for. That's where I want her to be, because then she can be in the same club as me and be able to explain to me all this stuff that's in the creator, the monetized creator part of YouTube. I don't understand all of it. So, you know, Colleen's been helping me some. I'd like Sylvia to get into it because Sylvia looks at it differently than I do, and I want her to help me figure it out. Same as Colleen. Oh, I bet you are loving that sewing machine, huh? You inspired me. I went ahead and finally ordered my new glasses. That was something else I took care of this week. Got the glasses done, and they should be here. I think they said 7 to 14 days. I ordered the same style, just a lighter frame. My prescription hasn't changed, but you guys can't see it on here, but the screens of my glasses have some kind of coating on them. And now when I clean them, that coating it keeps it from coming completely clean. So I ordered another pair without that UV coating on it. The people who buy something from Fat Quarter Shop and then do an unboxing video, they reach 1K really fast. Oh, well, that's a nice tip to hear, Patty. I appreciate that. Does the Fat Quarter Shop ship to the UK? Because I believe that maybe Colleen sent Sylvia some stuff from Fat Quarter Shop. But that's interesting to hear. It's always nice to find hacks and tips that'll help you get to your goals faster. Because of course, I think most creators probably have a goal of wanting to be able to monetize, even though it's not big money, only because that brings you in, that gets you a larger audience more quickly, and you know, helps you spread the word of whatever you're teaching. Yeah, that's definitely true, Sylvia. That was what I was concerned about, is how much is the postage and the import tax. I know it's high even to Canada. I don't understand all of the ins and outs of international shipping because I don't sell anything. But yeah, Patty, I definitely, well, we just spread the word on the video, and I'll mention it. I mean, if that's something that's true, then there's a lot of small creators that might want to use that trick. That's interesting, Patty. Well, good for her. There's some other stuff that goes on with that, I think. I have seen people who've reached 2 and 3,000 in less than 2 weeks, and I always wondered if they actually got subscribers or if there was something else going on. So I don't know. But if that trick works, it's definitely interesting. Wondering if it'd be worth it to send Sylvia a box for the back quarter shop. Just to experiment and see. The big Sylvia do an unboxing video. I have a link for the fat quarter shop. Not even, maybe I signed up for it way back when I first started my channel. And it's in my description box. But I haven't ordered much from them either. I'd really like to be, I probably should contact Missouri Star and find out how they do links, because I think that more of my subscribers probably order from Missouri Star. I am partial to Marshall Dry Goods, but I don't think they do affiliates. And then I've got my Cotton Cuts and stuff. I'm not an ambassador or an affiliate for them. I'm just a regular, I buy it and sew it up myself person. So we'll see. Yeah, it's an interesting tip though. I mean, if you're out there watching this replay or live and you have under 1,000 subs, maybe check that link out and see, or check that out and see if it helps for you. Yeah, the exchange rate's definitely not worth it for Canada. I'm too much of a bargain shopper to really shop at any. Let me phrase that differently. I look really hard for deals. Like if I see something, I got a link the other day for a little thing that's 3D printed that fastens on the side of your ironing board to help you make binding, fold over binding. And they had 4 of them. They were $12 or $13 a piece plus shipping. And I was looking at them and I was going, I can do the same thing with 2 pens. Why would I order these? I can see where they might be handy for somebody with arthritis. I have mine. I have arthritis too. But for now, I can still handle the pens most days. And I use the long corsage pins to do it. So I can still do binding by just putting a couple of pins on my ironing board or on my wool mat. But those things might be handy for somebody who has more hand issues than I do. Like Lori at Sherlock Sews. Every time, let's see if I can find them real quick. These are the scissors that I like, these Fiskars ones. But every time she sees me use them, it drives her crazy because that motion isn't easy for her when her arthritis is flaring. Excuse me. Yeah, Marshall's Dry Goods link is in my bot, Sylvia. I think it's exclamation MDG. If you want to, check out the website. I don't know if they ship to the UK or what their rates would be either. And that Nightbot is just like right on his job. He never quits. Why do I think of the Nightbot as a he? I have to think about that. So, but yeah, Marshall's Dry Goods has some really good deals. Their yards aren't bad, but they you have to get to either $50 or $100 for shipping on the retail side. But Marshall's lets everybody shop their wholesale side. The downfall to that is you have to buy like bolts or bundles, and they still charge shipping. But the last time I did an order from them, I had saved up and made a big order of several bolts of fabric. And even with the shipping cost added in, it still worked out to like $1 something a yard. And I ordered 4 or 5 bolts of things. MDG ships worldwide. Okay, I didn't know for sure. And then Tracy gave me a tip a while back about Alibaba. There's some sellers on there that she likes that ship fabric quickly and decent prices, and she's had no issues with the fabric. So that's something to look into too if you're looking for really good deals on fabric. And I wanted to update you guys because let me pull a couple of these strips. This is that fat quarter or a 100-piece jelly roll that I ordered from Amazon. And there you go. You can see it there, I think. This blue isn't bad. That's just one strand. But the white strands, let's see, I'm trying to, the little strands along the sides come out pretty easily. No more than probably a linen does, but I wanted to point that out to you guys because see, there's like, trying to get it, there you go, in front of my shirt, down towards the bottom, maybe over in front of my shoulder. It does this all the way down. So I made sure that I went ahead and got all of my tops sewed up pretty quickly. And I am going to serge the next one. Colleen, hello. $12 a meter. I don't know if that's a good price or not for UK. So Colleen has been running crazy today, doing her drives back and forth to school and her errands in town. It's good to see you though. She's got a lot going on. Not my job to speak for her, but you know, I do want prayers. I would appreciate prayers for Colleen's dad, who just had some tests done. Bad communications from MDG. Yeah, that was a little weird. They didn't send me a ship notice either. And the day I emailed them a nasty gram and said, "Where's my stuff?" It came in, I think it was UPS. You love my face. Thank you. I kind of like it too. I like the fact that it's still animated. I can move all the pieces of my face without pain. That's a good thing. Oh, we're always willing to give you prayers, Colleen. You're always so generous to everybody else with yours. So, like I said, I'm probably not going to sew anything today. I do have the video about getting that. Let me see if I can turn you guys so you can see that better. There's let me move my cup out of the way. There's the Jelly Roll Race quilt top. And you guys can see, like, there's a couple of places where I've got the same fabric where it shows up together. That's not on purpose, but that happens even doing like random on the quilt blocks or on the strips. Yeah. So you're still going to end up with like fabrics touching like. You just kind of have to embrace it in a jelly roll quilt. I haven't, and I don't know of anyone else who has, found a way to avoid that. So I just, you know, kind of embrace it and keep going. So if that really bugs you, the only thing you could do is make individual strips. But this actually starts life as one strip. And you can see I put in different colored blocks in different places just to break it up some. And I even tried not to use blocks that were from fabric that was anywhere else in the quilt, but they still, because it's all one quilt, one jelly roll and from basically one line of fabric, you still get fabrics that look very similar together. I really like the way the little gingham blocks look in there. They don't show up well on camera, but they give a nice contrast to what else is going on in the quilt if you're looking at it in person. And then I'm trying to get, and I'm pulling from my design wall without trying to pull it down. I took a odd piece of fabric and it's right, let me see if I can do it. Up there at the very edge, see that little funky piece of fabric? That's my very first turn right there. So it ends up at one side or the other of your quilt. I like the way it looks. I don't mind it. If it's something that's really glaring, you can pull your binding over a little further whenever you do it. But I just like to know where that's at for my own personal enjoyment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I like it. I really like the fabrics that they put in there. I wasn't 100% sure that they all matched so well. Sorry, here I am again. I wasn't 100% sure that they all matched great, but I think that they came together really well. And I've got a goal to get this one batted, backed, and possibly quilted this week. National Jelly Roll Day is Saturday, so there will be a jelly roll race video going up. Like I said, I'd like to have it finished, but I'm not sure that's going to happen since it's already Thursday. So, yeah, they did that to you too, Colleen. They didn't respond and then it just showed up. It's a little weird how they do that thing. But so that's pretty much all I've got today. Like I said, I'm not going to do any sewing today. My hands don't have that in there, and I want to move the serger so I can film it, but I'm not going to be able to move the serger today. The shoulder already said no to that. I tried. So I'm going to start wrapping this up here. I appreciate you guys who showed up to watch. I appreciate it if you give me a like. If you don't, and you give me a dislike, that's okay. YouTube counts it as engagement anyway. If there's any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. If you're a new viewer and you don't immediately see your comment, rest assured, hold on. I do read comments every day and I try to go ahead and approve them and put them through. But I don't just have the comments completely open because YouTube is notorious for troll commenters, and I'd rather not do it. Oh, well, yes, it will get finished because I'm doing it for a friend of mine. I'm actually, one of the things I'm trying to come up with is I would like to put her name on the quilt, but I don't know that she wants her full first name splattered across the quilt. So I may have to just put it on like the quilt label that I make for it. And since I think this one's big enough for one person, when I do the other one as a serger jelly roll, I'm going to make it for her partner. So yes, it will get finished regardless of Jelly Roll Day. We all know that. And so that's my catch up for today. You guys should stay tuned on Saturday. Lori at Sherlock Sews, Sylvia at UMEFPP, and I all have catch up videos coming out from the things that we've been working on, and we're sharing our projects in there. So be on the look for that. 10 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday, 3 p.m. Great British time. Is that right, Sylvia? I have to make sure I get that correct. So anyway, we've all got it coming out roughly the same time, 10 a.m. EST. And you should look for that. There's a couple little projects in there that each of us are doing. I think we're all kind of mentally getting geared up for the holidays because we've got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all just rolling right down the road at us. And so be looking for that stuff to show up. And I'm going to do something this week or probably next week. I'm going to make a Santa hat. I know it's really early, but I kind of want it for Christmas videos. So I'm going to try to figure out how to make a Santa hat, and I'll share it with you guys once I get it all figured out. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Catch up with our favorites. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. You all have a great day, and I'm sure you'll see something from me very quickly. It won't be in the next hour, but you'll see it soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.